So today's POTT is about find the closest number. Now let's see how to solve this problem. So we are given with this k value and this array. We are asked here to find the element that is closest to 10 and return that element. Okay. Now let's observe something. I am given with a value k. K value is 10. Now let's find out the difference of each element in this array. So let's find out what is 10 minus 1? It is 9. What is 10 minus 2? It is 8. 10 minus 2 again is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. 10 minus 9 is 1. 10 minus 11 is 1. 10 minus 11 will give me 1 because I will always take absolute value. I will always take the absolute difference. So I am getting here a positive value. 10 minus 12 is 2 again, and 10 minus 13 is 3. So my 1 is here 9 distances away, 9 distance away from 10. My 2 is 8 steps away from 10. Similarly, my 8 is 2 steps away from this 10. My 9 is 1 step away from this 10. So here we can observe one thing is that the smaller is the distance, the closer is the element, isn't it? The smaller is the distance, the smaller is the difference, the closer is the element. So here we can see that 9 and 11 are the closer elements to 10 because they have a smaller difference. But we need to return only one element. So here is a twist. Now, here in this problem, we are given with this condition that if the difference with k is the same for two values in the array, return the greater value. So here, among these two, which one is greater? 11 is greater. These two have the same difference. Among these two elements, 11 is greater. That's why we are here returning 11. Okay. So this is what the logic behind is. We will first find out the difference, and the lesser the difference, the closer is the element. So we will return the element which is greater. If the difference is same, we will return the greater value. So this is what the logic is all about. Now let's see how to implement this. Okay, so this was 2, this was 1, this was 1, this was 2, this was 1, this was fine. Now let's see how to implement this logic. So here the array is sorted and we need to find out the element which is closest to this number. So whenever there's a question of searching, the first thing that comes to the mind is to do binary search if the array is sorted. So let's do binary search. Initialize my low to this pointer to this index. My high will point to this index. Now we have initialized our low and our high. Also, we in binary search, there's always a need of middle element. To find the middle element, what is the formula? L plus H minus L by 2. This is the formula. So let's apply the formula and find our middlemost element. So L is 0, H is 7. What we will get? We will get 0 plus 7 minus 0, that is 7 by 2, which is giving me 3. So now my mid will point at this index. So now what to do? My k is 10. Let us assume that my closest value is the first element. Is this one? This is just an assumption. We are just assuming this that our closest value is our first element. Now let's see what we will do. We will subtract our 8 with this k. What it is coming? 8 minus 10. It is giving me 2. I will check is it lesser than k minus the closest value or not? That is 10 minus 1. Is it less than 10 minus 1? That is 9. Yes, it is less than. So update this to our closest value. We will update 8 to our closest value because 10 minus 8 is 2 steps away from 10, and my 1 is 9 steps away from 10. So which one is lesser? 2. The lesser the difference, the closer the value. So we are taking this as our closest value now. Update this. So we have updated this to 8. Now what? Now think about it. My k is 10. So is it worth it to search this, to search for a closest value in this area? Is it worth it? Because all the elements are lesser than 8, so it won't be worth enough to search in this area, as we won't get a value greater than 8, because my k is greater than 8. So we won't get a value here. Now, so the most feasible one is to search in this particular area, isn't it? To search in an area where 8, where the elements are greater than 8, because then we can get our closest value here only in this particular area. So let's search it. So let's update our L, bring this L to mid plus 1. We will search in this area. Now let's find out the mid again. My mid is now, my L is now at 4. 4 plus 7 minus 4 is 3. 3 by 2 is giving me 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5. My mid will now point to 5. Now what? Now again do the same thing. 11 minus this k value, it is giving me 1. Is 1 lesser than the earlier closest value? That is 8 minus 10. Is it less than 8 minus 10? That is 2. Yes, it is less than. That means my 11 is 1 step away from 10 and my 8 is 2 step away from 10. So let's update this closest value to 11. Now what? Now again we will update our h to mid minus 1, because there can be a possibility of finding our closest value here. So let's update this h here. Now my mid will also point to here only, because my L and H both are pointing here. So let's find out. My 9 minus 10, I am getting a value 1. Is my 1 less than less than 11 minus 10? That is 1. No, it is not less than, but it is equals to 1. Okay, that means we have got two closest values that are equals to 1, that have the same difference. So here we need to find out the greatest value. To find out the greatest value, we will check one more condition. That is my middlemost element greater than the closest element? Because we are asked here to return the greater value. So checking this will give me if this is only the greater value or not. No, my middlemost element is not greater than 11. So this will stop here and we will return 11 out as our closest value. Fine. So this is what the logic was. This is how you will implement. Now let's implement the code. We were at first initializing our low to 0 and our high to n minus 1. Next, we were assuming that our close is pointing to the first element. This was our first assumption. So let's do the assumption part. Now what? Now we will run our for loop with this condition. And to do the binary search, we will always need a mid element. So this was the formula we applied. Now we will check for the difference. We were at first checking with the array mid element minus this closest value minus the k. So let's find the difference. Also, we were finding the difference between the closest value minus the k value. So let's name this as close difference. We will always take the absolute difference, close minus k value. Now we will check for conditions, that is if my find difference is less than close difference or not. Or we were checking for this condition if it was coming less than, if my find difference was coming, if my 8 minus 10 was coming less than my closest minus 10, then we were updating this to our middlemost element, isn't it? So we are checking the same condition for here, and the moment I was getting the same difference, then what we were doing, we were checking for another condition, that whether it is a greater value or not. So for that, what we will do, we will check if my find difference is equals to close difference, and we will also check if my array, my mid element is greater than the close value or not. If it is greater, then what does that means? That means I will take this element as my closest value. Okay, so update my close to array of mid. Now what? Now I was updating my low and high. So update my low. If my array of mid is less than k, I was simply searching from low equals to mid plus 1. Else, if my array mid was becoming greater than k, I was searching from low to mid minus 1. I was doing this. I was searching from mid plus 1 till high, and when my mid element was greater than k, then I was updating my h. So here also I'm doing the same thing. At last, I will return my close value. Let's compile and run. So here I'm getting correct output. Now let's submit. Okay. So our current streak is 4 days. So please do subscribe the channel to get more such coins popping up on your screen. That's what I can request. And I will be maintaining the streak from now on. So if you want to do the same and conquer DSA with me, hit that subscribe button, as gaining a subscriber and a like in my videos does motivates me a lot to be consistent and create more such content. So do subscribe, like and share this with your friends. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys again tomorrow.